Hi, this is Female Roommates. I'm Danny.
And I'm Edlin.
And we're female and roommates. And we are going to be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen episode 2. And yeah, let's get to it. Also, by the way, we'll be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen once every week. And we'll be putting out a video probably every Tuesday or Monday. We'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Anyways. Protect the dessert! Yo! My god, rewatching this is amazing. Like, the angles, everything. When you're watching it like the first time, oh my god, like, it's sometimes it's like too much for your brain to handle, but then when you're watching it, he's able to control it. Yeah. What? I always thought, like, what are they gonna do with the school? Like, how are they gonna?
Yeah.
And aren't there any teachers nearby? I guess it is nighttime. But...
Yeah.
A janitor? Oh wait, dude. I don't think they have janitors in.
Yeah, they. But also I'm surprised that like students can stay back for as long as they.
Oh,
right?
True. Yeah. You know what I was thinking last episode? What was the anime that we watched again? With that little girl and the fox spirit.
Yeah.
I forget her name. But it was like the Kokori-san. It's funny. I was about to like laugh at it because she doesn't she look like.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's just beef jerky.
It's just jerky. Ooh. It's like I don't care about Jennifer Lawrence. Like you can't just do something because someone else asked you to, type of thing. I want a little plushie of that. Right? Can you also scary? Can you imagine getting your own dorm in high school for real? Is that supposed to be Jennifer Lawrence? My god. Oh. Oh my god. So, how did you like the episode?
I guess like we have more backstory now.
Mm-hmm.
Not backstory, but more context.
Mm-hmm. To go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the world grew a bit more with this episode, which was much needed. Like compared to the first episode, like much needed and like right on time type of thing. We did get introduced to the third student, which is a girl. I feel like I'll get on, like I'll talk about her later, like once we watch her. But like I feel like she is. I actually like her representation, like the way like her personality is.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about her.
In terms of like personality, Itadori, he just seems like the regular, like that age. Like he just seems like yeah, that he's like a young kid. Like again, I may look really young, but like I'm 25. I have to say that every time, because people are gonna be like, yeah, you look the same age as that guy. So
yeah, but you're a kid.
Yeah, but you're literally a kid. But yeah, so yeah, like that age is I kind of like it because there are main characters where they're just so smart, and then they're like, why are you so smart? Like, how do you know that? And a lot.
But then I guess like he's also not smart, but like he's also like very up there when it comes to like physical abilities.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. It's when I say like smart, like I guess also mature. Yeah. Like he, compared to like other stories where it's like they're so smart to the point where it's like kind of unrealistic for that age group to know those things and like act that way. But then of course there's like some where it's not really built up and you don't really know why they know. But then there are other stories where like it's built up nicely. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, when we were watching it, I was like, why would you accept that deal? Like, what's in it for you? But then again, like, it's he has no choice, basically.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna die either way. Well, we're all gonna die either way.
Yeah.
But like,
it's like,
I guess if it's like a regular setting, I would be questioning that. Like, why would you accept that? Like, why wouldn't you fight against it?
Yeah.
You know, or something like that. But then, like, because of the scene with the grandpa and stuff, you just like kind of believe it, and you just kind of like think like, I guess like there's not much in it for him, or like you can see that his motivation in life isn't like to live normally or whatever that means, but like to have a higher purpose. So that's what makes it believable.
Because I like when the principal was like, so are you gonna blame your grandfather if like you die? So like if you die a horrible death, like not just die, but and that kind of, cause yeah, like I like that he valued his grandfather that much to the point where he was willing to like put his life on the line. But then it's also I like that they had this conversation because like story wise it kind of helps his like conviction, and like if it was just like his main conviction being his grandfather, like I feel like down the road in the story there would be issues with that.
Like that's so true. Like it has to be like, I guess even in real life, it has, your motivations has to be about you, or something that you want in your heart, like actually you want.
Yeah. It just can't be someone else's, because it's true, the natural thing to do is like if you fail, the natural thing to do is either it's blame something. Sometimes sometimes we don't even think about it, and it's the first thing we do, like blame something or someone. Either if it's our own doing, then we blame ourselves and we feel guilty, and then if someone else told us to do something, we end up blaming them because it's like, I didn't even want to do this. Or so as a character and like story wise, he can't just be going and fighting these like horrible, like horrific curses just because like his grandfather said it. And I feel like this is like the mangaka's way of saying like that's not gonna be an issue in the future. Like there was like a little holes in that like his conviction, but now that he has his own reason, like it's just molding his character and why he's like doing the things that he's doing, because a lot of like shonen and like the characters just want to do it because either like someone else told them to do it, and it's like it's your destiny. It's like yeah.
Also, like I feel that at first it's because like his grandfather said that basically don't live like that. But also that was the easy thing to say. It's because like it's a death wish, whatever. But then like I feel like you wouldn't be agreeing to it if it wasn't something that's inside of you as well. So I guess like at that moment where he was fighting with the curse, the doll, I guess that's when he discovered that meaning for himself as well. But he's always like believed it or always had it, just like wasn't able to put into words until that moment.
Yeah, that's true. Like that trauma, like it's not really like really spoken into like the way, like it's sad to watch someone you love pass away like that. And we see it in his expressions, but we don't hear it. So if you don't pick up on that, sometimes it's hard to build that emotional connection. But yeah, like it's nice that his grandfather was the thing to push him to do something, but it's nice that now he has, because sometimes we do need that push to do something, for something that's not for ourselves. And then it's nice that he figured out that this is actually what I want to do.
And this is actually, like not my grandfather's wish, but also what I want.
What I
actually
want. Like it's really subtle. It's like that trauma again of seeing his loved one die like that alone. Like like he did say, grandpa, you did have a nice death. Like it's like it was peaceful, but then also you were still alone, and he could like feel the regret in his grandfather. So it's like it was still very sad, like like all passings are. And so like it's subtle, but there was a lot of like internal conviction building in these first 2 episodes that I actually didn't realize before. Like when I first watched that first episode, I was like, like he just wants to go fight some baddies or something like that. And there's like really strong guys and cool animation, but when you look at it from like a writer's standpoint, it really does show some great story, like writing.
Like it's like what I said, it's easy to believe because it's really his own motivation. Like I don't know, like maybe he has that like hero complex where like I guess like my purpose is greater than myself or whatever. Like a lot of people even in real life would choose themselves or like their own goals, like individualistic goals, but then there are also a lot of people who dedicate their lives doing something greater,
and I think
for like the common good or whatever, like
it's kind of it's nice to see that. Like it's not like it's rare to see that in anime, but like it's nice to see that it slowly grew on him, type of thing. Like it was there, but he needed someone to tell him that it was there too. So you're right, it was there all along, I think.
He was always selfless, you know, like he, even at the first episode where his grandpa was like, go to your club or whatever, like participate and like just be a kid, but he never really did.
Oh, and he bought those flowers for the nurses too. He's like, it ain't for you.
So in a way, like that's why it's easy for me to believe that, because he's always had it. He's always been like selfless, and he's always gonna do stuff for other people.
That's really nice that you brought that up, because I didn't notice, to be honest. Like it did, I was like, oh, that's so nice of him to like bring those flowers.
It's really like subtle.
Like, to be honest, I probably wouldn't think of something like that. like bring flowers to like the nurses or something.
Yeah.
Like that's that's a lot. And when I watched that, I was like, oh, I don't think I'd ever do that. Like I don't think I'd maybe I would now that I see it, but like I don't think I'd ever would have like thought about not just giving it to the patient, but like also giving it to the nurses who are like helping that person.
Yeah. Like basically like because he's like a difficult patient, I guess. And I guess that's his own way of saying thanks for like looking out for my grandpa.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really glad you picked up on that. Because that's really that. Now that I think about it, that is really good like writing on the mangaka's part. Again, we haven't read the manga, so maybe I'd have to read the manga now just to be able to see like the thought process of all the characters and stuff. It would be nice to get that insight too. So yeah, like in terms of
story
I'd
give it a 10
for me. Really? Okay. Yeah, after the context of the first episode, yeah, I'd give it a 10 as well. It's something that it's very subtle.
Yeah, and I appreciate that because like a lot of things are in your face always, and like this almost like pushes you to
notice the small things. Yeah.
That builds up to like a bigger picture.
It's really clever to hide it behind a lot of action and
like what you said, that's good writing.
Yeah, that's good writing. So yeah, 10 for this episode. In terms of emotion, what do you feel?
Emotion for this episode, I would rate it out of 10, right?
Yeah.
I'd say 4.
4. Yeah.
It wasn't really like heavy.
Yeah, not heavy. I think I would rate it around a 5 just because he did have that moment where he was like, bro, you're kind of harsh. Like, why would you say that about...
But, that's true. He did have that moment.
But like, yeah, other than that, there wasn't much like... like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, their emotional, there was more, conviction building in this episode rather than, which I'm not saying that when you build determination, there's, like, no emotional impact, but, like, I feel like it was all in the first episode, and this episode was more so, like, solidifying things. For him as a character, which I think when I think about like the entire season is very important. But yeah, so
art style.
There was a lot of great things going on. Art, I'm gonna give it a 10 because they really did not have to do all that shading. Especially when we saw like the grave sites and as well like the cemeteries and the stones, like they even shaded the stones and they shaded like the wood and they put highlights on the wood.
For real, the textures are insane. And also like still that like middle ground, foreground, I still noticed it, and it like brings a lot of dimension to the world.
Yes.
Because some animes, I guess, like they focus on characters, and it's just nice to see that when the environment is also like up there,
it's like
top notch.
Yeah, top notch and like well built. Yeah, I really enjoy that.
And the outro is great.
Yeah.
It's like an exploration as well.
Of like just seeing them be people. So yeah, like even right now the picture that's like stopped on the screen, they use a lot of great colors to portray like with My Hero Academia, it really is the angles that they use. But then for Jujutsu Kaisen, you can see like the style, like this difference in style where it really is the mood. And the mood is really made through the colors that you see on the screen.
And also great framing, I would say, like especially in this frame, because you can see like the foreground, all of that. You can see where like there's depth and stuff.
Yeah. Like I just randomly remembered just now when he was fighting Sukuna, on the roof, where it was panning to like around
him running.
And then there was like, what's it called, those railings, like still visible and moving. That's really cool to see.
Yeah, they're the animation on this anime is very dynamic, I guess. Like they're really good with portraying movement.
It's so what would you rate it? 10 as
10
well.
as well.
Yeah, 10 for me. They really had what it was missing, I guess what you said was missing in the last episode, where it was like the atmosphere difference that you wanted to see. There was like, because if I were to compare the day scenes to another great movie, it would be like, what was it called? The Garden of Words?
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up actually, because the backgrounds and stuff really reminds me of that.
Yeah.
It's like at some point, especially when there's movement, it's almost like 3D.
Yeah. It's really beautiful, and to have that type of quality, like episode, like in every episode, that's insane. That's an insane.
That's dedication.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the ratings are legit. Are legit. So that's what we have to say for episode 2. Do you have anything else to say?
That's it.
Okay. We're watching Jujutsu Kaisen every week. And every week we're gonna be putting out a video every Monday or Tuesday. Again, it's only gonna be weekly. One episode per week, because we have other shows that we are reacting to, that being My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, Invincible, and the Expanse.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one editing, so thanks for watching. Please comment, like, or subscribe if you have anything to add to the discussion, and subscribe if you want to watch more of us with Jujutsu. And yeah. Oh god. Bye.